you can actually see how the negative 13 reversal spiral operates when we translate it through the Borgha matrix quarantine trap, the victim-victimizer trap experiment. Those that are held captive by those codes, which is the fighting codes. And so, for example, when I put a video up, or I put videos up, and then what I'll experience in the future as a future potential memory, what comes back through them. Because now they're responding through that trap experiment system of what their mind's energy is held captive to, because their own heart, their heart and soul, and the essence of their spirit is not experiencing pure, eternal, absolute love, because their heart, which is their breathing temperature vacuum gauge, they have not restored their optical nerve. They have not restored the lymphatic system. They have not restored the breathing system to breathe the silver and gold mated ruche. So their breathing temperature gauge, they are breathing the wrong code. And the wrong code is the wrong spiral. That's the reversal monadic heart key. The heart is in reversal flow. And how that relates to what? Polarity. Negative and positive magnetic polarity, which is pressure. Low pressure, high pressure. Zero pressure. Are they experiencing zero pressure? Keep it simple. Pull a compass out and say, you see this compass? North, south, vertical line. East, west, horizontal line. That's a cross. Are you breathing at the center point of that compass? "90 on the vertical, 90 on the horizontal." So when you acknowledge that the grid is set up, the electrical grid at 60 hertz, you already know that's not 90. That is an offset. That creates a wobble. That's basic applied mathematics. Okay? That's why I cried for them for 4 days. Okay? Because I knew as a child, I experienced pure, eternal, absolute love in my own heart. That's living in the absolute truth. Whoops. Living in the absolute truth is experiencing yourself, your true self, the true nature of your own spiritual state of being. Your state of spiritual being is on fire. That's flame body activation. The eternal spirit of fire in the eternal living energy of water. So fire and water are one. The spirit in the water is purifying the water. That's cleansing. That's spiritual hygiene. I'm not saying anything I wasn't saying when I was 4 years of age. I'm glad to meet you. I am what love is. I'm Manu Aya. I'm experiencing what love is. Just being in the presence of that energy, the energy of radiation. The radiation transfer. So now we don't have to say a word. You can feel the energy just being in the presence of that eternal spirit. Now you know who they are without saying a word. That's why when all these phones rolled out, that's the battleground. Who's telling the truth? Right? Mimickers. The return flow. First and then second. Remember Abbott and Costello? Who's on first? No, what's on second? The medicine wheel, the laughter wheel. You know, so for me, it's pretty easy. I call it the circuit. they're all connected with each other, and they're all staying right on script. Then you have the native spirits that are here, and the language isn't compatible, is it? In other words, if you're going to have guests on day after day after day after day after day after day after day and expecting a different result, right? About ancient ancestral spiritual teachers and healers and peacekeepers here, then the information exchange is going to be different. So you keep hearing the same, what I used to call as a cop, kick the can down the road. Keep kicking the same narrative down the road. You keep hearing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, and that result never happens. And that's why I don't rely on the cell phone and anybody that communicates on a cell phone, a laptop, okay, as a source of what? Precisely. It's not source code. Knowing one from the other.